ahead of Kentucky Derby 150, Churchill Downs has unveiled a brand new $200 million paddock right here at the heart of Churchill Downs, beneath the Twin Spires, and it's something else. It's something you gotta see to believe. Today we were lucky enough to actually tour all of the aspects of the paddock, and as a skeptic, I came in a little worried. Initial renderings showed a Coliseum-like feature where there was concrete everywhere, and the paddock, it's a place for everybody. It's a place for the rich people to mingle with the poor people, for the horsemen to mingle with the grooms and the owners. And I worried, is this the right stuff? Is adding more luxury suites what we really need? The luxury suites are eye-opening, but that's just the tip. Don't think I'm gonna ever be in here. Yeah. Holy.
It's going to be treated very much like the mansion experience, 5-star, equine focused. Everybody in this Paddock Club, obviously you have table seating, brings you close to the horses where they're saddled. The glass is smoked, so it's really almost one way. Obviously you can see crystal clear out here. When you're out there, you'll see it's very smoky. And the horses can't really see or get distracted inside. Everybody that has access to this club, there is a tunnel that I'm going to take you down shortly that'll actually walk underground and drop you off in the center of the paddock. That's why we have the half moon fencing. The guests that are here in this club have the ability to watch the horses up close in the paddock. There's also a walkway right over here that is standing room only, adjacent to the winter circles on a grass area, so you can stand out there and watch the race.
First and foremost, for degenerates like myself who thrive in the paddock, my first concern was immediately wipe clean. You're greeted by these huge, enormous walls, and you say, oh my gosh, what do we got going on over here? But then it's a very open space where the actual paddock space itself for the horses nearly doubled from 5,000 to 12,000 square feet. They've also added a ton of seats. Back in the day, my parents would be the first ones in the gate on Derby Day to use caution tape to wrap off 2 of the 20 or so bench seats in the paddock. Instead of seating 50, they can now seat up to 3,200. There's tables to lean on to put your program down. I'm no longer handicapping on top of a garbage can. And on top of that, there's a lot of small things that are going to matter a lot. It's not just the enormous screens that you can watch the races on if you're staying in the paddock, but they also have ribbon boards across all of the barns where you can see atop each horse. Here's the jockey, here's the name of the horse, here's the trainer, owner, etc. There's a lot of things for the little guy, but there's also some big things that really pop for the wealthier folks. You have the Jockey Club suites. I believe that's their name. I forgot it because that Woodford Reserve area, I ain't never set foot in it. It's only open on Derby and Oaks Day, 15 grand a pop. You get to sit right next to the paddock stalls. You get to see everything that's happening. You have your own access to walk out and watch the races. The SI Club next to it, a little bit more friendly for the dollar bill. That'll only cost you 12 grand, and that's going to be open throughout the year. So if you want to get that good experience, you can come on Stephen Foster Day and not have to pay a pretty penny to be able to sit amongst the ponies in the paddock. And then on top of that, you've got access to a secret tunnel that takes you through what looks like a speakeasy to where you can actually walk out and into the middle of the paddock.
So this is the tunnel that leads to the paddock, is that right?
For the...
Am I smelling the paint?
Oh yeah, fresh paint job. It's smelling everywhere. It's brand new. It's got that new paddock smell to it. Even with horse poop. Even with the horse poop.
This is awesome.
You really outdid themselves. Think there's any bourbon in these? Yeah. You take home? You knock on one again.
So how do you get access to that?
15 grand in that one suite.
All right. So those people who pay for that can take the time. Okay. What's Caitlin picking today?
The final piece of the puzzle, though, to bring it all back, that really popped for me, it is a community space. Darren Rogers said the paddock is the heartbeat of the racetrack, and they haven't taken away that heartbeat. They're bringing everybody back into the fold.
This is the most transformational project that we've done here at Churchill Downs. It brings back into the focus the horses. Right when you walk through the paddock gate, you're going to see horses saddled beneath the twin spires. I think the twin spires are back in focus, and that's very important to us. It's our version of the Nike swoosh or the McDonald's M or any logo that's familiar. The twin spires say Churchill Downs. Paul Miles said to me earlier today that spot right when you walk through the gate, overlook it, it's probably going to be the most photographed place on Derby Day.
And they've also included a huge wide open terrace space right here beneath the twin spires that's going to serve as a spot to gather, to be with friends, and who knows, maybe we'll even be able to hear a few live bands or two. That's where they're going to be drawing the post positions for Kentucky Derby 150. All in all, I came in very spectacle, and like so many others that saw it for the first time today, I'm overwhelmed. This transformation is one that Churchill Downs needed and one that sets it apart as the premier place for horse racing in North America.